everybody, how you doing? This is the music of Kiss. I am Jason Flom. And this... Peter.
TJ.
Peter TJ. We have a special episode today because we are going to be talking about Buffalo Rock City 2, the second album from Buffalo Rock City. These are guys from mainly West New York, but throughout New York, who put out an album, a tribute album. This comes from the heart. That's why we can relate. It's a passion project, right? It's all for charity. I'm going to read about that here in a second. So we support that. And not only that, but we got advanced copies. Comes out on Halloween, by the way. There'll be more info about that later. But yeah, we support that. It's for charity, good cause, and we'll dedicate our time to that. Why not? So again, we've heard it. We totally dig it. And now we're going to talk about it. So I do have to look at my phone because there's certain details I don't want to miss.
Bunch of info.
Yeah, so again, it comes out Halloween. It'll be on your digital media and physical CD if you want to order that. You can go to their Bandcamp. I'll put links in comments. So this is the sequel to their first album, which came out a couple years ago, which is really good. People have probably seen that image.
Sorry, I have a crazy hair, Jason. I'm having a bad hair day.
How do you show up like that on camera? All right, the proceeds of this go to the Mariah Love Convalescent Fund, which provides immediate financial assistance to those in need. So that's a good cause. I can get behind that. So this was put together by John Jeffrey, who plays Ace in the Kiss tribute band Kiss This, also from West New York as well. And he produced it, got the musicians together, and we're going to talk about those musicians because there's some very interesting guest stars on this. Very interesting. So I'm just going to go through these, and you listen to these names because some of them will jump out at you. John Corabi is on the album. Did you like the album he did with Motley Crue? Did you hear the album we did with Motley Crue?
I mean, I had it for a minute.
Yeah. No, I like it. Some people, I think my friend Shane would agree, say it's their best album.
I mean, he's good on it.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Motley Crue for me, that's Shout the Devil.
Shout the Devil.
Whatever. He's good on it, of course.
Yeah. Too Fast for Love, Shout the Devil. I like a lot of girls.
Yeah.
Girls.
And, I like about half a theater.
Yeah. I don't like the way that album sounds. Okay.
Well,
but I do like.
It's not the tightest production, but
I do like the Corabi album. I think it's really good. He was in Union with Bruce Kulick.
Mm-hmm.
See, Kiss related. And the Dead Daisies, and he's got a bunch of solo stuff. Jeff Scott Soto sings on it. That's a great track. Love to Sail. We're going to get to that. Who else?
He's still killer.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I think he sang, or he was in Vinny's band for like a minute. Yeah, it's Vinny. Jean Bouvard, who, of course, co-wrote many 80s Kiss classics, is on here singing one of them. We'll get to that. Tommy Henriksen. Now, this guy, he's been in Alice Cooper's band a while now. He plays with the Hollywood Vampires with Alice. He's on here. He sings a song. We're going to talk about that in a second. Tommy D. Nander, who, this is one of those guys who's been on everything. Like, literally a couple thousand albums since the 80s. He's played with Paul. Alice, a lot of stuff. Who else? Raphael Mariah, I think it maybe. If I pronounced that wrong, I'm sorry, but he was in Paul's solo band for a while. Dean Castronova.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He was in Journey. Well, he is in Journey. He's a drummer, right? And he was in Bad English. And
he was on a lot of Shrapnel Records era Shredder albums, too. Like, he's a master. He can keep up.
Yeah. Philip Schausch, who was in Gene's solo band, Ace's band, and as far as I know, he's still in Accept. So
is that when Ace stole Gene's band?
Yeah.
He's one? Yeah. Totally.
No, wait.
Or borrowed his
maybe
band?
Gene stole his band? No, you're right. Ace stole his band.
Yeah.
That's Mr. Dave Comer. He was familiar with that name.
Mm-hmm.
I was not.
Yeah.
And this is like, to me, the main guest star, the one where when I read this press release, I was like, whoa, Mitch Weissman, co-writer of many Kiss classics, sang on a bunch of these albums.
He is all the way back to the Gene album.
Well, yeah. He was in Beatlemania. He sings on Gene's solo album. So he has a song on here um, that he sings and kind of finished up because it was a Gene and Paul, or not Paul, excuse me. Paul had nothing to do with it, I don't think. A Gene and Mitch collaboration from the Crazy Nights era. This is circulated in,
Crazy Nights era, huh?
yeah,
Wow,
circulated in Kiss circles. I think it was on the Asylum demos, is what I heard. Although it is a Crazy Nights demo.
I thought that was a pretty good tune on here. I
Yeah.
thought that was a highlight for the album.
Yeah. So we're gonna talk about that because we're gonna go track by track and tell you who's on what. So yeah, absolutely. You know, this is worth your time. So you know, we got a free copy. I'm gonna end up buying one, of course. They also have, like I said, another album out. Came out a few years ago. The image on the cover of that is like it's like Destroyer, but from the backside. So it's what they're seeing, looking forward. Anyway, let's go through this track by track. So it starts off with I Stole Your Love, 89. I think, I'm not positive, but I think it's because it's kind of molded after the version that Kiss opened up Avery Hot in the Shade show with.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Must be, huh? With
Yeah.
that title.
Yeah, great vocals on that. You know, anybody who takes on a song like that, first of all, has a lot of balls. But yeah, great job on that one. That's a bunch of the local New York musicians on that one. Now, the second song, Have Love Will Travel, that was the original demo of Got Love for Sale, correct? That Eddie played on and Alex.
And this is pretty spot on to that.
Yeah. Dave Comer is the singer. So there's a guy, Gene Smith, playing Eddie's guitar part because, you know, Eddie came up with the solo. And it's very much in that vein. Mr. John Jeffrey plays the ace guitar parts, like kind of towards the outro. So yeah, it's a really good version. Really good version. Save Your Love is next. I mean, how cool is that? How many people cover Save Your Love? That features Mr. Tommy Hendrickson from the Alice Cooper Band. John Jeffrey's on that too. Philip Schausch is on that, playing bass. And I like that one a lot. Calling Dr. Love is Kiss This. That's the Kiss tribute band.
Yeah, that's his tribute, and that's good.
Yeah.
And his vocals remind me of Lemmy a bit on that.
Okay.
Did they do that for you?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It had a
Yeah,
cool
I know what you
rough
mean.
Lemmy thing going on.
Yeah. And there's a video for that song, which is really cool. I'll put it in the comments. Up next is I really like this one. This one, the highlights for me.
That was solid. Everything about that was a good recording and everything.
It's a very good version. Dave Comer on vocals. John Jeffries on rhythm guitar, lead guitar. Tommy Denander. So great version. Down on Your Knees. Okay, enter Mr. John Karabi. Excellent version. Really upbeat. Love it. It's just cool that somebody would cover that. You know.
Yeah.
Who just thinks, oh, we got to cover a Kiss song? I'm gonna do Down on Your Knees. I mean,
Deep tracks.
Deep
You
tracks.
gotta
There's-
love deep tracks.
Speaking of deep tracks, the next one, Hell or High Water. I mean, come on. Whoever thought of these songs, it's genius. I mean,
And it's a female singer?
it is a
who
female
is that?
singer, Debbie Knight. Debbie Knight sings vocals. It's
Great job on it.
Yeah, great job. Dave Comer's on it too. Tomorrow and Tonight is exactly what the original song was, which is a 3-minute party.
Yeah. 3-minute party.
Again, Mr. Dave Comer is on that one too, singing
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
He's on quite a bit of this
and lead
stuff,
guitar.
it seems like, yeah.
Yeah. Making Love, again by the Kiss tribute band Kiss This. Saint and Sinner. Now this is interesting. Okay, this is by a band called Do Driver, who back in, I don't know, 2009, 2010, they were handpicked by Doc McGee and Kiss to open for them in Darien Lakes, New York. So that's an honor right there, first of all. But just so happens this might be my favorite track on the whole album. Great version.
Yeah, Satan Center.
It's not an easy song to do. The vocals are very unique. That drum pattern. But here's the cool thing. I'm not going to ruin it for anybody because I do want everybody to check this out. They throw in a little snippet of another song towards the end, which fits perfectly, and it's genius. I love it. Good job, Do Driver. I'm going to check out your other stuff too. Okay, I wanted to play a clip of this. It's Love for Sale. This is basically the band Talus. Billy Sheehan's in the band. You know, everyone knows Billy Sheehan, David Lee Roth's band. Yeah. But this is really good. And the thing I liked about it, maybe you can agree, I don't know, but I wasn't a big fan of the song before I heard this version. And this version is like, whoa. Then I went back and listened to the original version, which, by the way, was by Peter Criss and Phil Nero co-wrote it with him, who recently passed away. And so this song is a tribute to him, sung by Jeff Scott Soto. Okay, so I'm going to play a clip of this, Love for Sale, by basically Tallis, with Jeff Scott Soto singing. So this is solid. I think you'll like it.
I just need loving to feel my needs. Been on the road for days and nights. I'm gonna make everything alright. Now tell that boy
Very good.
right next to
Gotta get
you. You need a man to make you feel true. My emotions, baby, your devotions.
Good harmony. So when was that written?
That was written in the early 90s by Peter and Phil. There's a member of the band, The Keep, that Mark St. John and Peter in together.
That didn't really work out.
No, but they always shopped a demo around.
Yeah.
And that song was on there. And again, I never really even cared for the song or even any of the songs in that demo, to be honest with you. But this changed my mind, at least about this song.
It's got a good hook when it gets to the chorus. It's pretty good.
It's definitely good. So thank you, Buffalo Rock City, for turning me on to that, and Tallis. So some interesting things coming up. So
is there a drill solo? Is there a drill bass solo in that? Come on. There could be.
Hey. Billy Sheehan is a master of the bass, by the way. He's like Eddie Van Halen on bass, basically.
Yeah.
He's incredible.
Yeah.
You know, no wonder why David Lee Roth chose him. So next up is Who Wants to Be Lonely? And
not me.
Sung by the guy who co-wrote it with Paul. And I was telling him earlier, we were listening to it before we pushed record. Like, it's hard to articulate, but you can tell that the guy who sings it co-wrote the song.
He owns it.
He does
you
own
feel it. Yeah.
He owns it. He's singing it with pride, and he does a great job. Personally, I've never listened to any of his solo stuff, Mr. Jean Bouvard, but I remember you told me
I pulled up an album or two. It's pretty good.
Yeah. He actually sent me a picture of one of his solo albums because he was in a record store. You didn't end up buying that, did you?
I don't think I did. I think they wanted too much.
Okay.
They must have known about the Kiss connection.
There you go. Kiss fans will eat it up.
Yeah.
All right. So he does a great job in that, and it kind of reminded me of how good of a song it actually is. Because when I listen to Asylum, that's not one I necessarily go to, or I might skip it. I admit, I think of the lime green gloves, and I'm like, oh, next. Plus Trial by Fire's next, which is superior. But this, it actually reminded me, hey, that's actually a really good song. So thumbs up to that. Exciter is next, sung by Dave Comer. Exciter is one of the songs that when you take it on, you're taking on.
Yeah,
it's a big
you got to be a
challenge.
powerhouse.
Yeah. And it's a very good version. But the next song really stood out to me. This was the first song I heard from this album, and it's "Shoot You Full of Love." And again, when you're emulating basically Robert Fleischman,
yeah, who can do that?
This guy can.
Call it Robert Plant. We got to.
Well, Nat Peace can also do it. Great job on that. I even commented on their Facebook about that, and Nat wrote back saying, "Well, thanks a lot." So yeah, I mean, it is good. It is good. And in fact, let's hear a bit of that.
Let's hear it.
Okay. "Shoot You Full of Love." And by the way, I think that's a sexual term. I'm not sure. Whoa. Check out these vocals.
Sunset's low and the bridges through. It makes me black and blue.
Kind of sounds like the original.
Excellent. Excellent.
This song kind of always reminds me of Fastway. That's from the Trick or Treat sound.
Ooh, getting pornographic. Anyway, you get the gist of that. I don't know if you could hear him over the music, but he said it reminds him of Fastway, which I totally get. Totally get. Which is a good thing. Fastway were awesome.
Yeah.
And so, thumbs up for that. You Let Me to Hate You is next, and just for the fact there's a deep track from Hot in the Shade in here, it's worthy. You know what I mean? It's like that's very cool. Also,
That is different. And the demo with the Van Halen Bros
yeah.
from that demo.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Anybody could do a tribute album, and let's put the greatest hits on there, and Kiss fans will eat it up. And this is for like deep Kiss fans. Okay.
They're doing demos and stuff.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, Kylie Valletta sings "You Love Me to Hate You," at least during the verses. A guy comes in during the choruses. Good version. Love Gun is next. So the drummer from Journey sings this song. How often does that happen? You know what I mean? Who sings that? Oh, it's the drummer from Journey, Dean Castronova. So that's very cool. He also plays drums, and the guitar player from Paul's band plays on it. And Taylor Stursa plays bass. So Love Gun, it's a solid version. I like it a lot. So there's a reason they put this last. The 17th track is What You See Is What You Get. And that's the Mitch Weissman song we talked about earlier. He demoed this with Gene. Never made the cut or anything, but they reworked it a bit and stuck it on here, and Mitch sings it. So
have we heard that in demo form one? Because I've seen that song title around.
I had not heard it before, but Mr. John Jeffrey sent me a link to it today, and I listened to it, and it's available out there. It's on the Asylum demos, but it's really a Crazy Nights demo. So they spiced it up a bit. The original demo is pretty basic, and Mitch sings that as well, by the way. Anyway, so that's it. And again, we support anything like this, especially when it's for charity, because it's from the heart, and that's all that matters in the end. You know what I mean? And you can tell, I think he would probably agree, these are seasoned veteran musicians, okay? These aren't a bunch of, 20-year-old kids who learned how to play, listen to Green Day albums. These are guys from the 70s who play the songs right. And, that's right up our alley, and it probably would be yours as well. So anyway, so thank you for making an album like this. We really enjoyed it, and we hope you enjoyed this episode. Kind of a special episode, huh? Kind of like, like Different Strokes that would have special episodes.
It's a bonus episode.
It's a bonus episode. It is. So thank you very much for watching. I'm Jason. That's Peter. We're the Music of Kiss.
And we'll see you soon. Our next episode is going to be favorite Gene and Paul vocals.
And when are we going to record that one?
I think we're going to do it in about 10 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so we'll see you then.
Yeah.
Have a good one.